Hello everybody, Ashes101 here, and a very warm welcome to another episode from the KrankyKraft server. But unfortunately this is going to be a little bit of a sad episode, most certainly for me. Basically, as you will all, I'm sure, have noticed, I've not uploaded anything at all since the start of July. It's been 5-6 weeks, something like that. And the reason for that is that some real life stuff came up, some pretty serious stuff. But it's all been sorted now. Nothing too serious now. Don't worry, nobody's dead or anything like that. You don't need to worry about me. But there's a couple of changes going to be happening, and there's for me at least, there's good news and bad news. The good news is that we're having a little bit of a switch around at home, and my wife is going to be, from this point, she's actually going to have a lot more time available to spend with the family, which is absolutely great. Now, that is, like I say, that's the good news, but it's got a kind of flip side to it, which is the bad news for me and for you guys. And that means, obviously there is only a finite amount of time in my day, week, month, and so on. And so that while it's great that we're going to be spending more time together as a family, that time needs to come from somewhere, and obviously this is where it's going to need to come from. So the upshot of it is, as a result, and this is been an extremely difficult decision for me, but I am going to have to announce my retirement from YouTube, and also from the KrankyKraft server here. Like I say, it's been a very, very tough call, but at the end of the day, like I say, there's only so much time that anybody has in their day, and obviously being able to spend that time with my family, as most of you will know, we've got a baby boy. He's about 8 months old now. So being able to spend time together as a family now is just absolutely invaluable. You can't put a price on that, and it's got to come first. It's got to be number one priority, But there just isn't time to do all of that and to maintain this channel. It takes a long time. I know a lot of you who watch my videos also make your own videos and have your own channels. Obviously the other guys on the server, but I know there's other people subscribed to me as well. A lot of them have their own channels. So you will appreciate as much as anybody can the amount of time that goes into producing these videos. It's hours and possibly days of prep. It's doing other stuff in creative world, planning, it's farming materials for your episodes, it's recording the episodes, and then it's all the post-production, the editing, the rendering, the uploading, and all of that stuff. It's hours and hours of work for each episode, and that's without even me doing an awful lot of editing and post-production stuff. A lot of my episodes are pretty straightforward. I try and keep them that way to keep the editing time down, so not too much cut in, and not too I don't really have those fancy special effects or anything like that in there. So yes, it is very time consuming, and I'm just not going to have the time to do these videos anymore, and I'm not going to have time to play on the server in any sort of significant fashion. So I'm stepping down from that as well. Now I'm not like 100% leaving the server. Like I say, I'm not going to be playing on it anymore, but I'm not deleting my Minecraft account. I'm not I'm not deleting my YouTube channel. That's going to sit there. It's going to stay there, and I'm still going to be whitelisted on the KrankyKraft server. Obviously, I've spoken to Kranky, and I've already told the guys that this is happening. Obviously, so it won't come as any great shock to them when this goes up. So I'm going to stay on the whitelist. Nobody's going to tear down the Biome Bar here, at least not deliberately. All this will stay. My base and everything else. It'll all still be there. Because obviously a lot of you will be asking, is this a permanent thing or not? And the honest answer to that is that I just don't know. Like I say, I'm not going to be deleting my YouTube channel. I'm not going to be deleting my Minecraft account or anything like that. You know, I'm just gonna step away from it all. Because, you know, I'm not doing this because I'm bored of Minecraft, or I'm not bored of making videos, I'm not bored of the KrankyKraft server, any of that stuff. You know, I love it all still, and you know, that's why it's been such a tough call to do this. But you know, like I say, I have no real choice. You know, it's the right call to make. But so, you know, I'm not bored of doing any of it. If I could carry on doing it, I would. So that's all I can really say about it, because you don't know how situations are going to develop. You don't know how things are going to change. Nothing stays the same for years on end. So, you know, if the opportunity comes where, you know, I can have the time to do this again, I would do. That may happen in a few months. It may happen in a year. It may never happen. So, you know, it's anybody's guess whether I will make a comeback or not. I would like to think that one day I will return. You just never know what's going to happen. So, you know, that's always there. That's always there. Cling on to that, guys. I may be back. I may be back. Right, let's have a little bit of a walk around here, because that's we've had the same shot going on there for a good few minutes. So, you know, I know it's going to be just a bit of a talky episode. I've got a couple of things to show you as well here, just as a send off for you. So I just want to make sure I'm getting everything in that I wanted to. Yes, Rugged Horizons. Obviously, this will be the last episode. This will be the last video I'm uploading, basically, as far as, you know, I know. But obviously, the Rugged Horizons series, we're only about halfway through that on my channel. Nisu and I, we have finished the map. You know, it's all recorded. But like I say, I'm not going to be uploading anything else. But you can see the rest of the series on Nisu's channel. The link is down there in the description, down there. So just open that out. Go to Nisu's channel. If you're not already subscribed to him, subscribe to him, because he's a great guy. Yeah, you will find all the Rugged Horizons episodes on there, and he's just regularly uploading them up until the exciting finale. So don't worry about that series. I couldn't leave it unfinished, so we set up one last recording session to finish the map, and so it'll all be going up. Just head over to his channel. Right, so that says that. We've got there's some new faces on the server, and there'll be more coming, I'm sure. So there's one or two guys, I think, joining around this time that I've not had the opportunity to meet. So to you guys, sorry I missed you, but like I say, maybe one day I'll be back. I'm sure we'll meet at some point, and otherwise don't trust any of these guys. No. No, I'm kidding. They're a great bunch of guys. You'll love it. You'll love the server. Oh, we heard that's the lights coming on. Oh, can't see it from here. Yeah, the daylight sensor still works with the bud switch. I thought they were meant to break, but yeah, as you can see, the lights still come on at night, so that's nice. So that's, as for the new guys, sorry I missed you, but hopefully one day we'll meet. And as for the other guys, obviously, you know, I've already told you this, but just to say it again, you know, it's been absolutely great being on here. I've really enjoyed playing with all you guys on this server, so thank you very much for all the experiences. It's been great. I think that's about it, really, guys. It's pretty straightforward. You know, I'm stepping down. Maybe one day I'll be back. That's the too long don't read version. So I wanted to give you something anyway in this episode. I didn't just want it to be such a miserable episode. So I thought I will show you a couple of, you know, I've mentioned a few times that I had some secret projects going on, and what with all this, I don't know whether you're ever going to get to see the sort of finished products. But one of them's pretty much there anyway. But I just wanted to show you this, because I never once said the biome bar was finished, did I? I never once told you that. And one of the things was, and certainly one of the first things I'll be doing if I do ever come back on, is getting the beacon up there. That thing up there, there's just a 1 block gap in there, and there's meant to be a beacon. Some iron blocks underneath there, and there should be a beacon going up there. So that was one thing, but it wasn't just that. I had big plans for this place, and I did start them all off camera, so none of this has been shown before. But if we, obviously this is just the staircase up to the roof there in the maintenance section. But if we slice through here, you will see the stairs continue down. Let's just have a little look. And as you can see, this was all sort of under construction. This just goes down to nothing. But if we head down this way, then as you can see, there was a whole nother floor. And this floor was, or is, the gentleman's bar, if you like. So as you can see, we've gone for a real thing. We got a nice little stripper pole here. We got some cages, some nice little seating designs. Was quite happy with these. See, a little piston table with some seats, all very nice, all very nice. Some plant life, get some decoration. We have the main. Take a seat here. Oh yes, the main stage. Absolutely lovely. We've got another bar in here. And then back here we see DJ booth and dressing room. DJ booth, we got in here, we got a record player. Oh, I should have brought a record. Rats. I don't have one, do I? No, I don't. Never mind. Record player in there for the DJ to scratch with. And I got 99 problems, but that bench ain't one. Huh? Get it? Get it? Yeah. And the dressing room, so we've got some, as you can see, we've got a vine behind there, just providing a little bit of privacy. It's meant to be, it's like one of those, I don't know what you call them. You know, oh, knock the mouse, sorry. I don't. You have like beads on strings hanging down in a doorway, as like just providing a little bit of a visual barrier, and you part them, you move them aside to walk through, and they make the really annoying click noise. Anyway, whatever you call them. And then it's just an empty room because I thought, I wasn't going to mention to anybody what was in here. You see, when I unveiled it, I was going to get the guys down here, have a bit of a party, give them some drinks. And I was just not going to mention this at all because I knew someone would go in there. And then you go in and there's nothing in here, you dirty little boy. I knew somebody would try and have a look. I can't get through the door. What's going on there? Thank you. There we go. Okay, and so there you go. Gentleman's bar, new floor for the biome bar. Obviously unfinished. We're going to have a nice piston door here. I was thinking about implementing some kind of thing with a weighted pressure plate or something in a hole. So you had to pay to come in. Like you'd have to throw something. And then I was possibly thinking, should I make it something specific? Use use like an item sorter. So you've got to put an emerald in there for access or something. But those were all ideas I was playing around with that could have been done in this kind of area here. You see. And then obviously this was going to be decorated up nice. We were going to have another golem in there, another staff member like Dave upstairs, and then down here was going to be even more. So. Unfinished, unfortunately. I don't like leaving things unfinished, but there you go. Let's just pop these back. I think I'm missing one. Yeah, I am. Oh well. Let's see, the next thing and the final thing. Let me have a stake 'em here. Run through spawn. I don't know if any new members have built anything around spawn. Try not to spoil anything. Doesn't look like it. This all looks pretty familiar. Of course, the labyrinth. The labyrinth has been the main focus, obviously, of most of the recent episodes. And like I say, when I say I don't like leaving things unfinished, that's a difficult one to step away from. You know, I do kind of feel like it's my baby in a way. Ah, goddamn. Who are you? Do I have arrows? I've not been on in so long. I don't know what I've got. That's gonna go over his head. He forgot about me anyway. He's dead. But you know, the labyrinth that's not going to sit unfinished because it's a community project. You know, it's a whole server project. And well, if this thing would load in, oh, it's loading in at the edge there. You see, they've done the whole landscape, and you'll see in the other guys' episodes. Work is just continuing with that. You know, they were doing a lot of work on the exterior and the pyramid structure on the top there at the moment. So the labyrinth will be finished. Have no fear. It just won't be me overseeing it anymore. Simple as that. I'll hand the reins over to the guys, and they will get it done. So I have one last thing to show you, people, before I bid you adieu. And we will head down here. I'm not going to cut because I think we can get there very, very quickly. And this is something. This is something the other guys don't know about as well. Hey, they put lava back on the top in here. Doesn't that look so much better in this nether hub? Yeah, it looks really cool. Always preferred that. Very good. Minecart's still here. Press left shift to dismount. That's a new thing in 1.6. Obviously with the horses, they've messed around with the mechanics of riding in and on stuff and all of that stuff. But I missed that message. When we first upgraded to 1.6, I missed that message. I wasn't paying attention when I got in the car. And when we got up here, I was stuck in this cart for so long. I'm just like right-clicking away. I can't get in, can't get out. It took me so I ender pulled out in the end, and then I had to go and look it up. That's embarrassing. Anyway, the eagle-eyed of you may have noticed that this is different just here. Obviously, that's my base there, and we have a little junction stop here at the rail. So this stop, Pimp Mansion, that's the base, as we know. Next stop, Witches Be Crazy. Witches Be Crazy. Huh? You get that one? Yeah. There was so much humour in all of these. Now, so that's basically, it stops you just here. It doesn't always work perfectly, this. It doesn't always work perfectly, I'll admit that. But we can flick that lever, and as you can see, that one there, it's a little junction. So if I flick it that way, it'll go to the mansion. We'll stop off there. And if I go that way, it will take us onwards to Witches Be Crazy, and that's where we want to go. So we press the button to set off again, and it does the exact same thing if you're going in the opposite direction. This is I'm being a bit laggy, a bit jerky, so sorry if that's coming out on the video. Had some computer issues as well. In an unrelated disaster, here we go. So we have a new portal here, and oh no, see, I'm right clicking again, left shift. There we go, we're out. Am I? Yes, I'm out. Yeah, in an unrelated disaster, my new 4 terabyte external hard drive thing crashed, broke. I've never had one of those things break before. I thought they were extremely reliable typically, so fairly straightforward things. And I'd only had it about 3 months. Anyway, and unfortunately, as I was in the process of moving about all my stuff and clearing space on my main computer and everything like that, all of my videos were on that drive, and I've lost them all. I couldn't afford the it was recoverable. I believe it was recoverable, and they told me at the shop it would be as well. But it was like 80 quid, and I couldn't afford to get that done, unfortunately. So all of my old videos are destroyed. So that's otherwise I would have made this episode a nice little, black and white montage of some of my best moments and all that, but unfortunately I can't, because they're just on YouTube. I don't have the files anymore. So that's another reason I'm not going to be deleting my YouTube channel, because that's the only place all these videos exist now. I know there are ways around it. I know you can potentially record directly off YouTube. I can put on full screen, record off that again, and stuff like that. But frankly, don't have the time. So anyway, Witches Be Crazy. premium witch farm. There you go. If you hadn't guessed already, that's what it is. It's a witch farm. I found a swamp hut, and well, let's go check it out. We already have a witch farm on the server. Elf's made one, a very good one. Here we are, and yeah, it works very well and all that. And he's got a lovely shifting floor system and all that. I just wanted to make another one just for the sake of it, not really in competition with it per se. I just wanted to make one myself, as it's something I'd never made before, and just fancied doing just a little side project, you know. And it was a chance to sort of mix together a lot of different elements of redstone and stuff like that I don't normally do. So this took a long time, and it's basically finished. It's like 98% finished, and I'll explain why when we get up there. But let's get away from that noisy thing. As you can see, first of all, we've got some storage chests here for all the different things that the witches drop, and a miscellaneous chest as well. And over on this side, we have all the stuff we need to make our own potions. So we've got a little netherwart farm there. It's a long time styling this, you see. We've got paintings and everything. Took ages. We've got, potion supplies in there. We've got some brewing stands. We've got an infinite water source there. You can, I haven't got any buckets. You can take that anyway. You can take from that, and the way it's set up, any angle, because you can only see that side of this water block, you see. So you can hit that from any angle you like, and it'll just fill your bucket up. So that's nice. We've got ender chest, bed, furnace, workbench, little setup there, so you can sleep as desired. If other people are on the server, you know, and they want you to sleep, you can do. And then we come into here, and this is the collection area itself. Now, hopefully, we might see some drops here. I don't know if it's set up at the moment. Not seeing anything. It does work pretty well anyway. When it works well. It's just not working 100% at the moment, which is why it's only 98% complete. But as you can see, there's some hoppers down at the bottom there, so it's basically fall damage. Witches will fall down here. They will die. And all the stuff will get transported along these hoppers through to here. And everything will come out here, as you can see, all sorted into the individual things. So that over there is this is my personal storage for extra stuff. There you go. You see, it's working quite well. A lot of lovely glowstone. So yeah, that's my own personal chests there, and then so the rule is that I think I'll put a sign. Yeah, take whatever you want from these chests. You see, so that's simple as that. So because a lot of the time with other people's farms, you don't know, you don't want to say, oh, I don't want to take it all. I don't know what I'm allowed to take, what I don't. Anything that's in these chests is just free for all. Take it all, no problem at all. That's the idea. So nice and simple. So we've got some nice little clever redstone around there, which I'll show you very quickly. Because obviously the hopper, you got the items down there, and then they're getting fed into these chests, which are 2 or 3 blocks higher up and along here. Now we can come out here. Oh dear, sorry. Very difficult to show the people Minecraft when you're being so jerky. There we go. So we come out here. And we have 2 options: ladder for the trap, which we'll go up that next, but we'll go in here right now. Sorting system in through here, and this just takes us into a little maintenance area. You see. Hello, I very nearly just stabbed you. You may live. No, you may not. That would have mucked up if I'd have died then. I've just remembered I'm not wearing any armor. Right, throw that away, don't want you. Just to stop him making noise. So what we have here, we have a couple of elements. Basically, now none of this redstone really is mine. What I've done here is, with the whole trap, I've taken things that I've found, little redstone contraptions, and I've sort of, it's like modular, you know. I've put them together in a way that I've never seen done before. But each individual part, I've just got off somewhere else, you know. So I'm not going to claim all this is mine, but it works together very nicely. So first of all, down through there is the hoppers that we saw, and then what we have here is we have upward facing droppers, which will transport the items up to this section over here. A lot of you will recognize this. This is Pug's sorting system that I got off his videos. So this is his item sorting system with all the hoppers and the little redstone thing here. It's each like line, like each row here is just individual. It's all the same all the way along. So, you know, while it looks quite big, dear me. The postman arrives and my dog starts barking. Right, I'm going to tell him. Hang on. Okay, sorry about that. Where was I? Yeah, so this is nice little modular item sorter. You can have it as long or as short as you like, as many different items sorted as you wish, which is great. And the way we get it up there, like I said, was with these upward facing droppers. What we have here is basically this again is copied. This thing here and this thing here are exactly the same. Now if we get a drop, I can show you how it works. But basically once items get fed along the hoppers from inside the trap there, they get fed into here. Now once this dropper's got an item in it, it'll send a signal to this comparator. That comes around here, and this is like basically a clock that gives a number of pulses for each item that's in there. Okay, and the output signal, some drops, there we go, see it pulsing, 1, 2, 3, 4, and that is moving items up. Now you tend to get, the odd item gets stuck in here. See, there's a glass bottle there. Most of them are empty, but they're not stuck permanently. It's only till, there we go, there's an eyeball in that middle one. Yeah, I think it's the middle ones of the three, because this circuit here goes into this one here, which powers the ones above and below it. So that powers those three, and then we have the same circuit up there, which powers those three. Okay, so and that is only in there until the next drop, and then it gets moved up again. So you've always got a couple of items just in the system, but they all flow through, nothing's stuck in there forever. I can't remember where I got this from. I think it was, I got it off the internet, obviously. I think maybe I got it off the Reddit or something like that. But unfortunately I can't give you the source. But anyway, it's very good. There you go. You can take a screenshot and copy it for yourself if you want. It's a really nice way of moving items vertically upwards. These droppers are cheap to make. You just need a couple of bits of quartz for these comparators here. But yeah, it's very good. It pulses for any time there's items in the bottom one there. It pulses once per item and moves them all up, and then it stops pulsing at the end. So you don't have to always have a clock running, which will, you know, that kind of thing will give you lag if you've always got the clock running. So it just sits there like that. Really nice. And you have to have that. These comparators have the two settings. You have to have that one on, so that's important. Very good. So that's your item sorting bit. So the items, yeah, there we go. Death. The items go in there. They go along there into those droppers, get moved up, and come across into the item sorter and drop down into there. And you have goodies, nice and handy. See, so the idea is you stand just in the middle here. That's the best place to stand, because the trap is the witch spawning bit is directly above us, and all your items will fall down here. So that's this is the trap building. We're underground here, so if we head up to the trap now, I'll show you the trap itself. And if any of the guys on the server are interested, I invite you to fix this. I know what the problem is. I just haven't fixed it yet. So as you can see, we come up here and we come into the trap itself. And if you look around, you'll see many torches. Zoom in there. Many torches. Many. I've put a lot of work into this. I wanted it to be as efficient as possible. And the reason that you are stood where you are, directly underneath this is where the witch hut was itself. This is where the witch hut was, in here. And the reason you're stood directly below it is so you get the maximum number of spawns possible. The cows here, they do affect the total mob cap, but they are counted separately from the hostile mob cap, so I don't think the domestic animals affect your spawn rates of the witches. I may be wrong, and I generally have been killing them all anyway, just because they annoy me with their noises. But now, as you can see, we have here a perimeter dugout, straight dugout, and from memory, this is a few months ago I built this now, but I think it's something like 128 block radius around you that mobs can spawn in. So to give maximum spawn rate possible, you want no spawnable blocks, except for the ones that you want as part of the trap, within 128 block radius. Now, the easiest way I did to handle that, rather than trying to measure everything to the nth degree, was I came out about 130, 135 blocks, just to be on the safe side. So it's it's not exact, but it's definitely over the limit. And I've just done it. I think maybe it's like a sphere around you, but this is just a square. I've just squared it off. So 128 blocks out in this direction, 128 blocks out in that direction, and so on. Squared it off and lit up the entire surface. And I've also got to give a shout out to Walden here as well, because I've lit up I think basically every block in this area underground too, and he did some caving with me and helped me get lit up under the ground here. Now you might have seen some flashes of redstone there we go, that's the trap working and going off. Yeah, so this was a big thing, to get all this lit up, and the caves as well. There was like a mess of ravines under there. There's like 6 ravines. I couldn't have picked a worse spot. But you can't move it, unfortunately, because you've got to do it wherever the witch hut is, because that's where witches spawn. So this is the trap. Now it's quite dark in here. It's as dark as it can be, so you'll have to excuse that. But this is where the witches are falling down. So that's where the glass bit and the hoppers are at the bottom of this here. We have this dugout here, and covered up with this thing. It comes out about 15-16 blocks. That's all half slabbed on the top, so nothing can spawn. And this just provides a 0 light level inside. It's a 0 light level, while still allowing me to have open sides here, so I can see in and see what's happening. Okay, and then we have 2 floors. Each one is exactly the same, so again, everything you see here is just replicated up there. And I just wanted to make it different from else. Like I say, I wasn't really seeing it myself as in competition with his farm. I just wanted to do something that was different, just so I'm not just building the same thing that's already on the server again, So what I went for here is water to get mobs off. Now nothing's going to spawn right now because I'm too close to it, so we're okay. What we have here, we've got rows of dispensers here with buckets of water in. And inside, it's difficult to show you, but inside, that's all. Can we see in? Oh, we can if I move back a bit. There, you see. You got tripwire hooks and tripwires. So the whole surface area that which is the witch's spawning area is covered in tripwires. That's the same as else, but that's the same as any witch farm. That's what you got to do to detect them, because they spawn on the pad and you want to detect them straight away. So there you go. You got to do that. But what happens when they're detected? That's where I tried to do something a little bit different. So with the dispensers, they are a little bit complicated compared to what you would like, in that if you give a dispenser with a water bucket, you give it a redstone signal, it will dispense that water bucket and it will place a water block on the block in front of it. Okay, fair enough, yep, obviously that's what you want. When the redstone signal goes off, it does not pick up that water again. It just has an empty bucket in it and the water block is still outside. If you then give that dispenser another redstone signal, it will pick up the water block that's in front of it and put it in the empty bucket, and you'll have a full water bucket once again. So that provides you with a little bit of a redstone challenge, or did do for me anyway, because it's not as simple as just having just the redstone wire going from these into the dispensers, and then they'll, when a witch spawns, they'll wash it away, and once it's gone, it'll collect the water again and allow more to spawn. No, not the case. You need another pulse. Once the platform is empty, you need to generate a redstone pulse, and that was the tricky bit. So at each end of these tripwires, we have basically a separate circuit. Okay, this on this side here, this is the simple one. This just simply, as soon as any of these tripwires are set off, it goes to this redstone wire, which goes along, it goes around. We just have a repeater just to extend the signal because it's more than 15 blocks, and it goes into there, and it goes into all the dispensers. So that's the obvious bit. Okay, so whenever anything spawns on the platform, it detects it, and it sets off all the dispensers. They release their water, and that water flow obviously goes all the way across to this edge of the platform and sends them into the hole of death. This side, if I come around here, this has, as you can already tell from all of that mess, this has the more complicated side. This side detects when the platform is emptied. So once the last mob is pushed off the edge here, then obviously all the at that point only does the tripwires signal end, and this redstone wire switches off again. So what we have here is we have just a signal reverser. Okay, so this will pulse on when that finishes. Sorry, not pulse. It'll switch on when there's nothing on the platform. Okay, so it's just a signal reverser. Oh, I'm so bad at explaining all this stuff. Okay, and then we have, so that then goes to this area here, this little square area here. Will you just get out of it? Go on. Get out. Get out of my inventory. Go. Leave. Okay. So this area here, there's one on top of another, remember? So it's just this bit here, really. What this is, again, I got this off the internet, and I can't remember where, I'm afraid, to give you the source, so sorry about that. But this is it's easy enough if you just Google it. That's how I found it in the first place. Something like Minecraft pulse generator. You will find a thing like this. It's a very simple circuit, and it just uses different distance of redstone wire here, mixed in with some torches and signal reversers. And basically the upshot of it is, when this gets a new signal out this end, you will just get a quick pulse, a quick flash of redstone. It will just give you a pulse, not a constant signal. So that pulse will come along here and into the dispensers again. Alright, so that's like I say, very roundabout way of explaining it. But basically, say a group of 3-4 witches spawn, you get a lot of pack spawns with the witches. So they'll spawn on the platform here. The redstone wire on this side will detect that and set off the water. The water will wash the witches over to this side and off the edge of the platform. And once the platform is empty, the redstone on that side will detect that it's emptied and will send another quick redstone pulse into the dispensers again and tell them to pick that water back up. So we have a nice clean and empty platform once again, which we can accept more spawns on. Okay, so that's the witch farm basically, guys. Now, like I say, it's not 100% reliable at the moment, and the main reason for that is that contrary to what I read on the wiki and everything, and all my other research on witch farms and all this, that and the other, only witches should be able to spawn on those platforms, and I've been very careful about that. None of the blocks are in different biomes or anything like that. There we go. There we see, and another quick pulse sucks the water back up. Perfect. Lovely, and that was, 3-4 witches dead. So, you see, when it works, very efficient. Very lovely. But it's not only witches that spawn on there. That's the problem I'm having. It spawns all the other mobs too, like a normal block would. Only very occasionally, but I've not been able to figure out what the cause of that is, or whether there's anything I can do about it. Now, knock the mouse again. Creepers, skeleton zombies, not a problem. They just get washed away and die like everything else. But what's causing me the issue is spiders, because they're too big to fit down that hole. It's only one wide. And small slimes, baby slimes are spawning too. And the big, actually no, I had a big one too, yeah. So slimes are spawning as well. The big ones are they're too wide to fit down the hole, which is a problem. But the little ones and the spiders, the real issue is they get up on here. They get up on this side bit here. And that messes up with the tripwires. It sends them haywire. And what you end up with is you get the signal gets reversed, and so that we have water flowing on the platforms when there's no mobs on there, which stops any new mobs spawning. And it does happen quite regularly, I've got to admit, and that's the issue at the moment. So basically, all I needed to do really to figure this out, stop it happening, was just to work out some kind of barrier, really, some way of stopping the mobs coming up onto this platform here, and that will stop that from happening. For the time being, there is a temporary fix. There's buttons on these things, the same place on each circuit. So there we go. Magic fixing buttons. Magic fixing buttons. If water cycle is reversed, press button to fix. So basically, yeah, if you press that button, it will just simulate the platform emptying. So it will send a redstone pulse, which will make the dispensers do the opposite of whatever they were currently doing. So if you come here and you've got an empty platform with no mobs on it but water's flowing, you just press that button. There we go. You see that will make the water come on. So right, say you'll come up here and it'll be like this. That's the problem. That's the thing that spiders and stuff are doing. You'll come up here and it's like this, and obviously nothing can spawn on there when there's water on there. So all you have to do is come along, press the button, and it'll make them suck the water back up, and it's fixed, and you go back downstairs again. But obviously that's no good. So before I revealed it to the world, I wanted to fix that. Never mind. So yeah, that's basically it. That's your witch farm. That's my little secret project shown for you. Look at that. Bloody slimes. Just die, all of you. Unbelievable. My mouse is playing up. I got a new optical laser mouse thing as well, and it sucks. It's very temperamental, but I think it's just the way I've got my desk set up. I think it's a bit far away, and there's a few things in between the mouse and the wireless receptor thing, I think, that messes with the signal. I'm gonna move some stuff around so it's better. Anyway, there we go. That's yeah, that's it, guys. That's it. So obviously, yeah, everybody on the server, if you're interested, feel free to come and use the old witch farm here. It is operational. I did some testing actually. Let me just tell you this. I had this on my desk. I got, let me see, I did 1 hour AFK alone on the server, just to give you some idea of the efficiency. So exactly 1 hour, I got 58 glowstone, 52 redstone, 64 gunpowder, 45 bottles, 67 sugar, 119 sticks, and 48 eyeballs on my last test. It varies, the amount that you get of each varies. But a total of 453 drops, 453 items I got in 1 hour. Previous test was 422, so it's reasonably consistent. And in between those two tests, I did do a little bit of lighting up. Found another cave underneath as well, so you never know how those things affect things. So yeah, I think it's pretty efficient. I mean, you get like a stack of glowstone an hour. It's roughly about a stack of everything. But sticks, you seem to get twice as many of them as anything else. But you can get about a stack of everything, provided that the platforms don't break. That's the problem at the moment, because if a platform breaks after you've been AFK for 5 minutes, and you come back after an hour, then you've lost 55 minutes of one platform. So it's running at half efficiency the whole damn time, which is pretty annoying, So that's why I wanted to fix it before I revealed it. But anyway, it's there. Whoa, that was loud. Skeleton pack. There you go, you see? Shouldn't be happening. Those blocks should only spawn witches. Never mind. So, which farm shown to you? The Gentleman's Bar over at the Biome Bar, showing that to you. And that's basically it. I think I'm just going to head over here and I'm going to sign off over at my base. Just very quickly here, because it's not far. It's only a short rail ride from my base and from the Nether Hub too, so it's nice and easy to get to. See if the old thing, so there you go. You see, I told you it doesn't always quite work. Just have to edge it forwards because you can't quite reach that. Oh, and then I've gone too far forwards and it doesn't send you off again. Screw it, I'll just get out. I'm really great at making things that almost work. There we go. So we'll head on up and I will say goodbye to you. The mansion unfortunately will remain in the early stages of construction. Man, I can't believe I haven't got more done actually in the time that I've been on. But never mind. I shall walk away down this road. Here you go. So, guys, thank you so much for watching. The support of everybody has been fantastic. Like I say, I'm very sad to be leaving you now. Hopefully one day I will be back and we will be together once again. But for the time being, this is Ashes101 saying thank you very much for watching, and I will see you next time. Dun 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 dun. Dun 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 dun. Dun 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 dun. Dun 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 dun.